ground with Brown. And he makes the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and you know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after.
He wants to take the top off. Grabs it up the 25-inch stride. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Here's Arch to throw. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Hand off for Brown. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. From inside the 15, here's the return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And they'll just down it right there. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Right on the money. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw it again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a...
And he muffs it. It's loose.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Keeps it on 1st down. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. A give to Brown. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a thing.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
3rd and short, and I guess you Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Back to pass. Looking left. Got his man downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They get him down after he makes the catch. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Works the middle of the field. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. He wants to change this route. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, trying to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. whistle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play you can continue to run even on third down right now.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And talking to the coaching staff, they were worried about this. Are you going to take your opponents lightly? Do you have the maturity? And first drive, Palmer, you saw it, man. 3 and out, punt. Now another negative play. Palmer, they need something, man. They need some juice. They got to get their heads right and get some excitement going. I know they're a better team, but right now, rough start.
Yeah, they're sleepwalking a little bit here early in this game, but I also think we got to give credit to the defense because they've come out with their hair on fire, and they are flying around to the football right now, playing with tremendous effort. Honestly, the defense right now just looks faster. They've taken over the game here very early.
Now on first down from the 30. They'll give it to Brown. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Madness throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Mateer. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Past the 45. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And this is why defensively, man, you want to keep your guy in the pocket. Like, once he starts to scramble, all the rules change, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust, and the running back just works towards the sidelines. As he starts to roll to the right, he creates a little bit of space, and they just dump it off. But it's a nice job by the QB buying some time.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed. And it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game, too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Sooners will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll start on the ground with Brown. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. On the ground, it's Smothers. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Running inside, it's Smothers. Here's a little room there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned third down coming. Manning from the gun on third down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point was good. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Keeps it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Shoots it to the left. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
And the Sooners will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Manning on play action. Pocket breaking down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Sends it back in motion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Will go for it on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense got it. They're on the run. Maybe a crease. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Texas.
Practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll move the tight end. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Mateer. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to take a shot. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Motion from the wide receiver. On the direct snap, it's Brown. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
With the catch, it's Brown. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers on how to get back in this football game.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Throwing Manning. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This really has been a tale of two quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Moving out to the right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line. Corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 13 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's Kansas State able to pull off the upset by just a score, Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they built a good deficit.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The RPO, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Manning steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
And the returner is stopped. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
And this guy showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they take it in for 6 more points. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide receiver going in motion. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And the point after is good. looking for daylight from inside his 20. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Sooner offense returns to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Mateer. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
The run inside. It's Robinson. Runs through a tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Robinson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that last last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back.
It's a fake. He's looking to pass. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Yeah, and that's just one of those things you kind of scratch your head, but you always do when they aren't successful. But that's a play you want to pull out in a big moment that you think it will work, but the defense was ready for it. They had the answers, and that had no shot.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Brown.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on second and short and take shots. This offense said, no, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Arch is going to throw for it. Bring in the heat. Got him in the open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.